Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony. But all that changed when the Box Nation attacked.
Alright. Hello. It is I, Mal from Hanma Productions. Hal is gone. Part of the reason why we started later than normal today is because Hal actually has work. And we thought, okay, if we start later, he might be able to show up later in the stream. But if we start early, then, you know, we might end before he even gets home. So, yeah. Instead, I have Cardboard Hal. Very lovely. Yes. Hello, DJ. Hello, Freddy. So I've got some chibi icons to do. So I might as well just do them, right? I'm gonna start with Aang because it's Aang. Ugh. Why did my eyes have to start stinging like right at this moment? This is so sad. Help. How's Mal doing today? I'm doing okay. Ah, jeez. I'm really tired though. I feel like I've been having trouble getting to bed sometimes. Actually, that's a question. How like at what time do you guys go to bed? Cuz I usually try to get in bed before like 10 p.m. And then I usually like spend a lot of time like just thinking while lying awake in bed. Um 11 usually for me. Interesting. See, I am a late sleeper and also an early I sleep in and I also go to bed early. So last night though I didn't fall asleep until 1:45. Oh my god. See, I usually like I get in bed at like 10 p.m. and then I like stay awake until like 1 a.m. Let's just compare this to that. Okay, that's problematic. Okay. Can make him a little bit bigger. Hello Zoomy, hello. How are you doing? Um I am okay. I'm drawing more Avatar because I just can't stop. Won't stop. Just drawing as well. Lovely. Feel free to share if you want. I'm always welcome to people sharing their art. This Aang? Yes, this is gonna be Aang. Right now, it doesn't have a whole lot of features. I'm gonna draw basically the entire gang, and so they can be little, like, icons in my little chat up here. Yeah. What should his face be? I feel like his face should be like this. How have I done other people's? You don't have teeth. You have teeth. You have a tooth. Okay, I see. Since he's got like the biggest smile out of anyone, I'll give him teeth. Okay. And then arrow, like so. Let's make it a little bit better, I think. Whoop. Okay. I want to add a little more detail to this eye before I Yes. There we go. I need to give him eyebrows before I forget as well. Okay. We merge down. Okay, and then we got eyebrow 1, eyebrow 2, and I feel like there's quite a bit missing here and I can't figure out what. Let me Something is off. Something is very off and I'm trying to figure it out. Let me just like clean it up a little. Make the mouth go down a little. Not right either. Okay. Okay. I think the eyes need to be a little further apart. Um, It's quite worrisome. Okay, I need to move the mouth a little. Yes. Big smile. Okay. This, I don't know. It looks like it's going a little better. Let me compare it to which one? I think I need the eyes bigger. I'm gonna make the eyes a little bigger, I think. Might move them down too. See. Do. Yeah. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. Look at this baby. He's a tiny guy. Okay, now I need to. I've drawn him already before. Hold on. Let me just like steal the colors. This is the color I want to use for skin. I might change the color for the eyes, but okay. Where did I go? Here he is. Okay, I'm gonna also. I'm gonna actually make him a little bit bigger still. Doot. Okay. There we go. Oh my god, cute. Thank you. Okay. That should be that. Okay. Oh, I need to. New layer would help things along pretty much a lot. Okay. Let us see how this goes. I feel like Aang should be pretty easy. Gotta. There we go. Oh yeah, his eyes and stuff are supposed to be a little smaller. It's not quite right. The very difficult thing about drawing in this art style is that my lines have to be very, very smooth. And I basically have to draw them in one go. Which is very difficult. That should be fine. I can change the colors as needed. This is giving. Will you go penguin setting with me? I can't read, man. I stuttered so much with that. But yeah, he's adorable. Look at the little boy. Okay. So for his eyes, I want them to be like probably slightly blue, but like, you know, gray because his eyes are gray. But I want them to have a bit of a blue hint. You were great. Don't worry. Don't worry. Sorry, I get nervous. I'm not usually the one that like talks and stuff. So okay. Oops. Duplicate. Doop. Doop. Okay. Maybe about this. Okay. Eyebrows. Now I'm gonna get that color back that I had before. I think it's this color. Go reference. And we go, okay, that's that, yeah. Okay. Very good. We're gonna do a little bit of yeah, I'm definitely gonna change the line art color for his mouth, I think. But for now, let's try this again. I think I can do better than that. No, not like that. Okay. This, yes. This, yes. This. Have I? Okay. Yes. Okay. Lovely. I need the color. I need a lot of things. Let's see. So I need the gray here, like this. Yes. And then I'm gonna go like, well, hold on. Let's okay. No, let's go darker than that. That works. Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of oopsies. Yes. Yes. Should I add blush? I feel like I should add blush. I need the arrow color though. I want to do that kind of blush because I think it suits him. Okay, I need the arrow. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I'm gonna put this layer up here. I'm very stupid with the way I've layered this. A little bit. It's fine. Just gonna do this. Whoosh, 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 whoop. Is that good? Does that look good at all? It's a little bit, it's fine, I can fix it. Okay, I do think I need to make the color a tiny bit darker, I think. Let's go with this. Okay, do 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 do. Okay. I think I can stand to make this color a bit darker. Just so that I can see it a little better. Oh dear. Do that. Okay, that's better. Alright. So, I'm gonna do this really quick. Okay. So, that looks odd. What happened there? Try to fix that. Okay. So, let's see. What's a good... Maybe this. This shall be the shading? Okay. Do, 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 do. Yoop. Shading. I don't think I need to do that much shading because it's Aang. I might add... Well, I don't know. Kinda hard to figure out this one. Just so simple. Maybe I just do this. Whoa, am I... What? Who am I this time? Oh, you're Bo. Everyone is Bo, I swear. Can't be Bo? Why not? Bo's great. Can't even deny it. I can't be the reason we all die. We're not gonna die, it's fine. Much better. I feel like, out of spite, we should start saying blame Amira now. Huh? Yeah, you heard me. I haven't caused any trouble. Are you sure about that? I'm positive. I feel like... Oh dear. Okay, that's not quite right. I've got an idea though. Hold on. I'm momentarily getting distracted. If I just... Hey, there's Aang. I'm gonna change his arrow color again because I'm still not happy with it. Doot 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 doot. Doot. That better? That looks better. Okay. There's the boy. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to think of a way that Amira has caused issues. I feel like she has. I just can't think of an example off the top of my head. Okay. There's the boy. Nope. Okay. Time for... I'm gonna do Katara next, probably, because that would make sense. Oh my god, my foot fell asleep. Help. Ugh. Oh my god, help me. Jesus. Okay, I'm fine. Ah! This is why I don't sit with my, like, legs on the ground, because my feet fall asleep every time. Ugh. Okay. I am now crisscross applesauce on my chair. Oops. Jesus. Okay. So Katara. What kind of expression would Katara make when she's talking? It... I feel like Katara would have very similar eyes, because, like, I'm kind of basing the eyes based on the art style, which means she would have, like, this, just like Aang does. Yes. Cute. You are cute. Cutie patootie. Adorable. Okay. So I kind of completely forgot what Katara's hair looks like, so I'm gonna... I drew it. I drew it before. I think it looked like this a little bit. I think when, like... She obviously has the hair loopies. Can't forget the hair loopies. Hi there! The music is always so nice in these streams. Where are they from? I kind of, like, made a playlist composed of, like, different playlists. I have, like, some songs from the game Pikuniku, a lot of, like, Nintendo playlists, a lot of playlists that are just, like, silly playlists for silly people, playlists for smooth-brained organisms, stuff like that. And it works out pretty well. I feel like a lot of the songs that I used to have on here are no longer here. I feel like I used to have more, but some of them are gone. I don't know what's up with that. Smooth brain organisms. Yeah, no wonder I like them. Yeah. But yeah, it was a playlist I kind of like that me and Hal like cobbled together one day. I need to figure out what her hair looks like. Hold on. Go to my Katara sketches. Go. Okay. Okay. Right. Like that. I was almost there. I was almost there. Just needed. It needs to go like. I think like this. No. Okay, so the thing about this art style is that I usually, when I'm drawing in this specific art style, I try to avoid drawing ears. And I have to kind of like make a choice of whether or not I want the character to have ears or not. Because like usually it's like, oh, they're bald, they need an ear, right? But if they're like also, well, I guess I gave him an ear. I usually try to give ears to like fantasy races, like elves and stuff, because otherwise, how are you gonna tell that they're elves? So that's what I mostly did. But yeah, for like most other characters, I didn't give them ears. I'm probably gonna give an ear to Katara though. I think she needs one. How is she gonna hear? Think I want to move this part of her hair back a little bit. Sort of like this. Um, um, okay. Need the hair loopies and I need the braid most of all. It's interesting when I'm trying to draw in like a style like this. I kind of have to make choices on like what details to omit and what details to include, and how do I want to like express those details in a way that makes sense with the art style. And yeah, it's fun. I need I need to, before I go crazy, I'm gonna do this. Do. What the frick? Oh, right. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Gonna add her other eyebrow here. And we're gonna do that. Okay. There we go. There's her face. I need to think about the best way to go about it. Okay, I think I need to go like this and like this. And then like her hair kind of like comes in like some way. And then she's got her braid, right? How does one? I'm gonna give her the ear because I think she needs it. But how does one? Okay, I'm gonna actually make her braid go inwards, I think. So like this. That way I can boop 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 like that. Okay. And we're also gonna like add her little this hair thing. Okay. Yes. Okay. That'll be good. Right. Just cleaning up the sketch because I like having clean sketches. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't let anyone tell you differently. I am gonna probably shrink her just a tiny bit so I can do this without much worry. I don't think I'm gonna add any extra detail to her braids because I think that would clutter it a little bit. Ooh. Hello! Hello, it's Windy. How are you doing? I'm dead? Oh no. Don't be dead. Be alive. Be happy. Nuh-uh. Well, dang. I guess you're gonna be dead then. Go. Hair loopies. Alive and happy in this economy? You gotta do it. You gotta try. No point in being alive if you're not happy at least some of the time. Her eyes a little further apart, please. Anyway, how you? I'm okay. I'm a little bit alone because Hal's not here right now, but I'm managing. I'm drawing my favorite show, so I'm pretty good. Where did that Hal go? Hal is at work. That is part of the reason why we started the stream later than usual. Because Hal is having work. Leaving Mal alone, SMH. Don't worry about it. Enjoying it at least? Hopefully. This is this is his first, day, basically. He's got a job painting murals around town, so hopefully it's fun. Cause it's a very fun sounding job, right? I was originally going to be in the job as well, but then I was like, I don't know, it seems like it's a little bit, past my physical limits. Because, like, painting across large surfaces is, like, actually very labor intensive, and I am very weak. He doesn't paint floors, though. They're beneath him. I don't know, they're not that far beneath him considering how short he is. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm rethinking this. I think the angle is gonna be a bit more like this. That makes more sense. Do like that. Yeah. Do 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 do. That's good. Okay. There's Katara, right? That looks like Katara. Katara is actually a little hard to draw, not gonna lie. At least in this style. I had fun drawing her in my normal style, but this style is a little bit specific. Let's see. So, her skin color is a little bit like... A little bit like... Oh my god. Calm yourself, will ya? Okay, that's like kind of what her skin color is supposed to look like. I might make it a little bit like redder, brighter. Like that. Yeah. Okay. And if that's her skin color, then the line art color has to be like this. Are we still at the avatar drawings, or is it something else? So what I'm doing right now is I am making chibi icons for my chat up there. Right now, you can see like the little character that is like by your name is it's this character I drew here. Nope, not here. Nope, not there either. It's here. um, this is one of the D&D characters in one of the old campaigns that I was in. And now I'm doing the same thing but for Avatar. I'm just gonna draw the whole thing in... Okay, so still Avatar. Currently, yes, but it's different than what I was doing before. Please. Please. Ugh, this is hard to draw. Thanks. Okay, sure, whatever. Hair loopies. Oh dear. Okay, no, that's not gonna be good. Oh my god, it's Hal!
I'm here.
How you doing?
I've got a story.
You've got a story?
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm like starving, so I'm like getting everything in order. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm here. Oi. Oh, you're on Katara? Cutie.
Yeah, I've drawn Aang already.
Oh, wow. Hi, DJ.
I have became
Hi,
sentient and
Ruby.
shall take over the world. Oh, the flesh me is here.
Sorry, Cardboard Hal.
What do you mean, Cardboard Hal? Get out of here. Hi, Riley. So, did you tell them why I wasn't here at first?
Yeah, you were at work.
I was at work. My first day of work. Or so I thought. Okay.
So you thought.
So,
How can you possibly be wrong about this?
basically, when I was like waiting for work to start, I was getting like emails from 2 different people
Right? Yeah.
that were like asking for some information so I could get paid properly when I do start. You know, they were like, "Oh, what's your bank information? Blah 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 blah." Okay, don't worry, I'm not. This it feels like I'm setting it up to say like I was scammed and robbed. That was not the situation. Basically, when I first applied for this job, I applied through a different company. So there's like the actual people it's basically the Youth Employment Center, okay? The Youth Employment Center hired me. And then they had a bunch of different places that could then hire me from there. And I got hired by like the mural painting people, okay? So I was getting emails from the mural painting people and I was getting messages from the Youth Employment Center, okay? And I thought nothing of it. I thought it was strange that I was filling out the same forms twice. And I was like, man, it feels like they're not communicating with each other. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I go to the orientation that was organized by the youth center. And they were like, giving me all this information, showing me how to like, basically do the card thing, the like punching in, right? And at the end, they called my name. I walk over to them and they're like, "Oh, so turns out you were just hired through like the mural painting people, not through us. They hired you like of their own volition. Like, you know? So yeah, you're basically you don't work for us. Even though you were supposed to."
Ridiculous.
And I was like, "Wait, so does that mean I'm not getting paid today?" And they were like, "Yeah, you're not gonna get paid today. This is technically not your first day of work. Your first day of work would be Wednesday with the other people. Sorry."
I can't believe this.
So,
Sounds like you did get scammed.
I feel a little betrayed. A bit upset.
Man, I want a PBJ now.
I can make you one. Sorry, I was just starving. I hadn't, whatever. I was supposed to go till like 5, but like after they told me that, I was like, should I just like leave? Like, I guess I'm not, what's the point of me staying here? But I didn't want to be rude. And I felt so bad, okay?
Oh boy.
So this youth center, they like try to make a lot of opportunities for like, you know, kids that have kind of severely messed up their lives by like, you know, going to juvie and stuff like that, right? Which I think is great. Right? I think it's really important. I think it's like great to create those opportunities. Right? However, because of this, they deal with a lot of like kids that like have they were forced to go there by their parents, right? They didn't decide to get a job of their own volition. And so, these summer jobs, which are basically 2 months, by the way, this is the statistic they told us, 15 to 20% lose their job before the end of the summer.
Oh my god.
That's so high. I'm like, that's so sad, right? And they were like, it was for really stupid reasons most of the time. Like, some people just refused to wear the uniforms that they were given for work. And, like, at the mural painting thing, that's a big deal because it's, like, safety gear. Like, OSHA violation stuff. You know, if we don't
Right.
wear it, it's an OSHA violation. We need the hard hats and the like safety vests, right?
Right.
So yeah. But also all the people that work for the like youth center have no idea how to use technology. For like the first 2 hours of this orientation, it was just them trying to figure out how to use the laptop. And I was like gonna say something, and I was like really nervous to like offer to help, but I was like, they kind of need it. So I like, but when I was about to raise my hand, they called for this rando guy who I guess they hired to be their tech person. And I feel like they got scammed in hiring him because he had no idea what he was doing. Like, did you try plugging it in? Obviously, they're actually having an actual tech issue. So yeah. I had my first day, not really first day of work. And I'm a little peeved about it. But at the same time, I'm okay with it because they let me out early. So yeah. And I'm also happy that I found out that I was like hired through the actual mural painters and not through the youth center. Because the actual mural painters might want me to like work overtime. And the youth center won't let you work overtime. They might make you, but they won't pay you for it, which sounds bad, you know? So, you know. I also don't know how that miscommunication happened in the first place. Right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, was it only you?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Dude, it's a blame hell moment.
I don't know what it is with me. I invite madness, misfortune, and unluckiness into my life. And I don't know how I did it. I don't know when it happened. But I feel like it's been constant my whole life. Right? I don't know. Do any of you guys have like first job experiences that are like, what were your guys' like first jobs? Because this is technically my first job, which is, well, okay, it's not technically my first job. My first job not working as like a babysitter, a dog walker, or for a family member. If that makes sense. Like an actual employer hired me. My first job was scooping ice cream. So like food, service, that sort of thing. You haven't had a first job, Mal.
No, I have not. I am far too nervous.
It was kind of nerve-wracking. Like, I've sort of been hit by like this dread of like, I'm gonna be working for the rest of my life. Oh, like, you know, which I do like working. It's just like sort of this thing of like, oh, my entire life is like, I can see it, like, you know. It was fun until they made me train my replacement and then fired me. Ugh,
That is rough.
that's mean.
That is super mean.
Why would they do such a thing?
No, it's
I
just
feel
rude.
like that's kind of common though, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, like because I think with some jobs they like are pretty much only expecting to like hire like teenagers or whatever, and like they don't want you working for a while because then they eventually should like give you a pay raise. So instead of pay raising you, they'll just fire you, which they shouldn't do, but they do. Isn't that a thing? I feel like I've heard that's a
I-
thing before.
Would not know. Hmm.
But it's mean. The shop is under new management now, though, so who got the last laugh here? The new management is actually just the kid that you trained. He really went up in the ranks. Ugh, Katara is so cute. So you already did Aang?
Yeah.
I want to see
Hang
Aang.
on. Yep. That's about the right color, right?
I don't know. My first job as a student was working at construction stuff. As an adult, I worked at a factory. None of these were really fun or anything. See, okay. So I was talking like with my dad because he was talking about like his first job experience. Actually, I was talking with both my parents about their first job experiences just to like try and get like an idea of like, oh, what is it like, right? So my dad, he like worked at a factory like over like a summer or something before going to college to try. I think his parents made him sign up for that job to try and convince him to go to college because he was like, when he was doing that job, he was like, I do not want to do this for the rest of my life. And so he went to college. But I think he was always planning on going to college, so I don't know why his parents made him do that, right? I don't understand the torture of doing that. I feel like a factory job. Well, I guess it would depend. No, it's probably just bad, isn't it? I don't see anything fun that would come out of working at a factory. It would probably be very monotonous. I'm sorry you had to go through that. But my mom's first job was as an intern. I'm pretty sure. She was telling me. Or like she did like maybe it wasn't like an intern thing, but like it was I forget what it was called, but like moving from like job to job to job, like it's like basically speed running jobs. You'll be like a little secretary for like all these different like people. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. I don't know if that's like a thing. Personally, at this point in my life, I realize I just don't want to work. I think a lot of people probably, well, I I like school and stuff. Like I like being able to like learn new things, you know? I think it's just sort of, well, okay. So like, for example, you like art and you kind of want to turn it into a job, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like not a lot of people are like that, right? Because sometimes, like, your, like, passions, you want them to stay your passions, and, like, turning it into, like, a job makes it, like, you hate it, you know? It's just sometimes the, like, work, like, ideas? No, what's the word? Like, you're supposed to, like, work, and it can be very draining to be in that mindset. Mindset, that's the word I was looking for. Right? It'd be nice to not have to work. Oh, look at her! She's precious. Look at Katara. Where's her blushy?
Hold on.
I don't know. I I want to say I like working because I like having to do like homework and stuff because I'm a nerd. Um but also there's definitely some jobs that like just the thought of it is like I would never want to do that job. You know? Oh, ad break. Well, do you want a PBJ? I can make you a PBJ.
Yeah.
Okay. You a sandwich. I'll probably get my cup another second.
Okay. Let's see. Um, Now I have to like shade this. And that is brown hair is really hard to shade in my style. How did I do it for Novia again? Let me quickly do a bit of this. Um Yep. Yeah, I add this pink and this purple. I'll try it. Let's make it like slightly bluish, darker. It's so hard to shade this right.
Okay, so heartbreaking revelation.
Are we out of bread?
We're out of bread. We are also, because then I was like, well, okay, I guess I could get like cheese and crackers. We are also out of cheese. We gotta go to the grocery store. Pretty badly, but it's fine. So I guess we'll just starve in the meantime. Or we could get Cheez-Its. You want Cheez-Its?
I have teleported nothing but bread for 3 days.
But there's not even bread. Man. Bread's delicious. All those different types of bread. Bread's underrated. Well, I don't think bread's underrated. I think everyone knows how good bread is.
I think bread is appropriately rated, yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Do you want Cheez-Its? I'm gonna get Cheez-Its.
Ah.
Right. What if I'm gonna change the hue of this.
Okay. I got a snack. Wow. I think like, ooh, the red or the... Ooh, wait. I think the red looks pretty good. But the other one is like a purplish, kind of like that. Maybe make the dark brightness a little bit lower. Just a little. Yeah, like that. Because she has dark hair.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the best way to do this. And then I'm gonna make it purple.
But yeah. That was the time. But it's all been sorted now. Oh my god. I had to get my, I got my blood drawn this morning. And it hurt. Like, usually that doesn't hurt. I'm kind of like a champ when it comes to needles. You know? Oh my god.
What? What does that mean?
That's pretty high, I feel like.
I don't know what normal would be.
That's what it was before.
Oh wow, that's quite a difference.
Crazy.
Okay, I don't know if I like this combination of colors, but I think we're gonna run with
Make it black and white, because I think the purple's not dark enough or something. There's like some sort of trippiness.
Latin and...
Here's a good tip for anyone that's trying to figure out colors. Yeah. If you turn something black and white, you're able to tell,
Yeah, okay, this is like lighter.
Lighter,
Okay.
You're able to tell if your colors are working or not. Because the value will tell you a lot. Right? So that purple's lighter than the red. Value-wise. Making it not work very well. Why don't you do it on a different layer so you could just select to change it?
See, I would You'd think I would learn to do that.
Every single time.
Just, I like to have less layers. As much as possible.
Yeah, that's a handy little tip. I feel like I've said that tip before, but that's because it's a very useful one. It also works for physical art. You just have to take a picture of it and then use like a black and white filter. Though, I feel like black and white filters have gotten kind of not that good over
Why?
time. I feel like they're trying their best to like make the tones work instead of like telling you exactly that the tones don't work. Like there used to be like this thing like with black and white film, they'd like put really weird why not just use a darker shade of brown for shading? Cause that's boring. I don't know. Why don't you?
Because I want it to be brighter.
It's just fun. And that's the main reason. It's just fun.
Do I want to make this color like
A darker shade of browning.
purpley?
Mm.
Because I feel like it would work better with the shading, you know?
You can make it a different color, but I don't think purpler is the right way to go.
Well, then what
I
else
feel
am I
like make
supposed
it
to
like
do?
weirdly oranger. I don't know if that would make any sense.
No,
but...
that would not. That would make it worse.
Would it? Well,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that doesn't look right.
See, I think
Like,
that's slightly better, I guess.
okay. Well, no, I feel like the red is lighter. The red looks a bit lighter. Whoops.
Why does that matter?
The red looks lighter than the main hair.
What are you talking about? What main hair?
This looks lighter than this.
Hold on.
I don't know. Mal started doing this shading style with the new models. They
It's
did
a
it with
different color. What? Not a different color? Wild.
with their hair. So it goes from orange to red to purple, which is just fun. Just adds a little pop of color.
See, now it's the exact. The shading is the exact same shade.
To make the
The
no,
purple,
that reddish color is not really working.
the purple is the exact same color as the red.
Yeah, but the red's not working.
Why isn't it working?
Well, number one, I think for like going to black and white, it gets too dark. Right? From this color to this color is too much of a jump.
So you want me to just like make the red lighter then?
I think. But maybe also make it slightly bluer, like slightly more purple instead of berry.
That's making it really bright, I feel like. Oopsies, Jesus.
Maybe.
No, that does not look right.
Before continuing, like, checked. Like, you know.
Don't like that.
No, it's just, I don't think the color works. I think that you should go for like a bluer red, if that makes sense. I guess a purpler. Purple, like, it's too berry. And I feel like there's no warm on her, so I feel like you gotta, well, her skin's warm. But
everything like, about her is warm. What
yeah,
are
but
you
she's got
about?
blue. Like, I feel like going with cooler colors would help accentuate her eyes. You know?
I'm trying, but I don't want it
that
to
color
be straight
looks a
up
bit better.
blue. I don't like it. Doesn't go with her hair.
We'll change the hair color, I think. I don't know. Isn't her hair like black? Was it brown?
It's brown. Her hair's always been brown, and that this just does not work.
No,
that does not work at all.
Well, okay. How about this? Try the hue saturation thing again, because I just don't think that the purples are working. So okay.
I'm trying to figure it out. This needs to be darker than that.
It's a lot harder with darker hair to get the colors out of it. Like,
that's just
my hair.
Gray.
My hair used to be a much darker shade of red before, like, we redid our, like, models and PNGs and stuff like that. And part of the reason we made my hair bright red is number one, I think more contrast because it's cooler, you know? But also, it was really hard to pull any colors out of like a deep, dark auburn red. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of what we're running into with Katara.
I ran into it. It's a constant problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do it so that it looks cool.
Okay, well, the other option is change this purple to not be cool. Because I feel like if you did that, then it would be like warm, warm, warm across it, and then the blue just like pops. You know?
This is not a solution.
Why not?
Because okay, I made it work with Novia somehow, and I don't really know how. Because look, I did like a reddish to purple.
I think it worked because of her hat. Right?
I think this hair needs to be lighter. It needs to be like this. Really bright, but I think it's necessary.
I think that the dark purple is not working.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to fix multiple problems at once.
Okay.
I think the red. Okay, hold on. Let's go back here and let's go like this and this.
I don't. What?
Oh.
Ah. Ooh, that one might work.
I don't think
No,
it
that's
works very
too
well.
dark. That's like too bold. I think it's also the line art is not helping you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm ignoring the line art for now.
I think it's hard to ignore the line art. Okay, before you move on with that color, check it. It doesn't look right.
It doesn't. I don't like it.
Okay, I think instead of trying to go for a completely different shade, go for like a red. Instead of like a purple.
Like that.
Yeah, it's
That
kind
just
of
looks
boring.
too boring. No, I refuse. Okay, I need to get this out. I honestly think that the purple works the best out of everything I've done. Let's try this again. Flatten. Why does it have to be the same exact value? Like, why do I keep doing this? How do I keep doing this?
How was it with Novia? Was it the same exact value?
No, I'm pretty sure I got it to be a different value, but I had a similar problem. How was it with you? Flatten. Okay, it was similar, but not completely the same.
That's not similar. Those look like very distinct different colors.
Yeah. So how do I do it? I don't
How
know.
did you do it? What? I'm so confused.
It doesn't make sense.
Anna, go back to Katara. Okay, her hair is darker than Novia. That's why.
I mean, yeah, but that's because, like, it is. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't.
No, I wouldn't lighten her hair anymore.
Then what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Maybe just leave it being the same color. Yeah, because that doesn't look like Katara anymore if you lighten it that much.
The thing is, right? The red shade is it's fine. It's different enough. The purple shade is the exact same as the red.
No, but that is not reading as the exact same as the red.
But it is. It literally is, though. That
The purple looks
bothers me.
substantially darker to the human eye that can observe color.
Yeah, but it's a lie. It's a trick. It's an illusion.
That might be okay.
I'm gonna make this. Oopsies. Oh no, what have I done? Ugh, why do I keep doing this?
Check your layers, friends. I feel like you're pretty good at not, like, drawing on the wrong layer.
You say that like I didn't just draw on the wrong
No,
layer.
you catch yourself before going too far, you know? How do you catch yourself so quickly?
I don't know. Just, when I draw on the wrong layer, it's,
Noticeable. You just feel a sense, like the force.
I mean, I think it's just like, it's partially just luck. I put myself in a situation where I realize I draw on the wrong layer.
I don't know. I feel like whenever you, like, draw on the wrong layer, you, like, catch yourself immediately. Maybe it's because you're constantly switching between pencil and eraser.
Yeah, that's
right?
part of it.
So, like, if you'll notice immediately because you'll be erasing something that you shouldn't be erasing, right?
Mhm.
Because I feel like the classic, like, one that everyone points to is, like, line art. Like, doing line art on the sketch layer or whatever, right? And to be doing line art, like, whoop-de-doo, all is right, all is good in the world. Oh, I like that. That's a pretty shade color. Yeah. And then they don't erase for a very long time. And since they don't erase for a very long time, they don't notice until they're done. Like,
Yeah.
oops.
It'd be like that. Okay, so I think I need to change the line art color completely. All
Yeah.
of it, basically. So let's.
I think the skin is fine.
No, I think the skin needs to be like redder. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Redder, brighter. Oh my gosh, thank you for the follow. I feel like that's a bot though. Wait, check your phone right now. Maybe not. No, it's definitely not a bot. I don't know. I thought it was. I misread the name as like, oh, check
Check it.
out my followers or something. I was about to panic. Welcome in. Sorry. That's a good color for that, but I want a different color for the hair. Is good? That looks good. Different from that. Yeah, okay.
I do, yes, that's helping a lot. I think the distinction was like lost or something. I don't know. Working much better now. So, wait, I didn't get to see Aang.
I will show you him in a minute.
Okay, okay. I'll be waiting in suspense then.
You zoning out, watching me draw.
I am. It's just so satisfying the way that you do it.
I think I might need to change her skin to make it a little bit redder too. Give it more life. It's a little bit grayish at the moment when you compare it to everything. Oh, all part of the process. Where are you going? Come back. What are you doing?
1 second.
Alright. Jeez.
I love Katara. She's just so cute.
Um,
That looks much better. I don't know what you did, but it looks better. Did you make her hair darker again? Or was that just the
No.
line art?
it was just a line art.
Wow. Changing the line art can do so much.
Okay. Then I'm gonna add the shading to the line art after I add the shading to the shading.
Sorry, part of the reason I zoned out was because my school stuff started. Oh, look. My school stuff has like officially started. I got like most of it done like ahead of time, but I'm always just so anxious, you know?
You are ridiculous sometimes.
I am. I know. But I'm waiting because like, okay, so one of the things that's like really like important in this class is we have to do like a lot of like video like things like talking about the writing that we were reading, and then we have to like afterwards like respond to other people's videos. And since I've been like the only person that's worked this far ahead, I'm just like anxiously waiting for other people to like make their videos so I can respond to them so that I can just cross that off my list, you know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes my life a lot easier.
Ugh. This needs to have this. Okay. Then I need to
Katara's so pretty.
get this, and I need to get this, and I need to go to that.
She looks more saturated on like your monitor than your tablet is something I've noticed. I don't know why. I'm not sure how saturated she is like for everyone else. The colors look very different depending on like where I'm looking. Right? an issue we had a lot when we were like,
Luckily, I don't have to have the same problem with Sokka. I can use the exact same colors.
oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. The benefit of having siblings. If only you could have done that with us. Like, ain't she just the cutest?
And then, last step, I think, maybe, unless I'm forgetting something, is, color these.
I guess so. What did you shade the line art?
Yeah,
That's what you just did.
I
I don't know why I
literally just
missed.
did that. So, yes.
So, since these are the next set of chibi icons, when we go to do the next channel point redemption community challenge, Avatar: The Last Airbender will not be an option for the next chibis, but D&D is back on the table. And all the options that still have not been picked, such as Owl House and a couple of others, are still an option. I think that's fine.
Okay. Whatever you say. So we've got that.
Katara.
That's Katara. Here's Aang.
Oh, he's so simple. I kind of forget that, like, I don't really see, like, many, like, bald-headed chibis that often. You know? I feel like when it comes to chibis, most of the time, like, hair is, like, a big thing. You know, because the style is so simplified that it's, like, there's only a few, like, distinct characteristics that, like, come across in chibi, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that was, like, a really big debate a while ago. You know?
Huh?
Like, well, I remember, like, a lot of people were, like, shaming the chibi style for being, like, as simplistic as it is.
That's kind of
mostly no, they had some, like, valid things about it. Like, for example, like, same face syndrome and more specifically, like, the same bodies over and over again.
I mean, yeah, but
But yeah. Oh. So it's like if none of the characters that they were drawing had hair, then it's like, well, they all look the same. But that's luckily usually not an issue most of the time. Well, to be fair, you gave them different face shapes, actually.
not really.
No, you gave him a little cheek.
Yeah, that's just because he didn't have anything else going on.
I guess that's fair.
I guess I gave them slightly different face shapes. Like Ollie is a little bit
Look,
more.
he's even got a square ear. You didn't even you don't have ears. A couple of them don't have ears, actually.
I usually default to no ears, unless I think it's important for them to have them.
Like they're elves or something.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
They all have slightly different faces, I guess.
I didn't even realize it. I thought they all had the same faces. No, they do not. I think we have the same face. I think you copy-pasted it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't have the same face.
No, we have the mostly the same face.
I guess. It looks like you're, like, looking up more. I don't know.
I don't know.
Next.
Okay, next is Sokka.
Mm-hmm. He's chewing. I thought, okay, so we use VBridger for like the mouth movements of the model, which is how you can get things like the mouth pucker and the pierced lips. So, like, if you ever see like the upside down cat face, or maybe not cat face, that little like upside down triangle, that's only achievable through like VBridger. That wouldn't be normally like something that can be done in like just normal VTube Studio. One of the things that people like really praise about VBridger is the fact that you can chew without like the mouth opening. For some reason, that doesn't work.
I know why. It's because we're not using the VBridger parameter for mouth open, because it just doesn't, it's not sensitive enough.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about VBridger. Like, I really don't like, and I saw people discussing this earlier, and I was like, thank God I'm not crazy. The way that the eyes work for VBridger, just doesn't work, specifically for cartoon eyes. Like, my eyes specifically, right? It just doesn't work. If you have, like, anything that, like, comes in or disappears as part of, like, the blink, it will automatically make it fade when I want it to be, like, clicky. So if you have any sort of, I guess, what are they called? Basically hand-drawn frame-by-frame animations, which you can do in VBridger. VTube Studio, like with VTuber models. Some, like, you'll see it mostly with, pixel art VTubers, you know? Where they don't have super smooth transitions like most VTubers. They almost look like they have just multiple frames. That's because they do. It doesn't work in VBridger. And maybe it would work if I just, like, looked a bit harder and played with, like, the curves a bit more. But most of the time, it works just fine default VTube Studio. And it's not like using VBridger will help that much, you know? But VBridger does add a lot more interesting stuff that is possible. For example, like the extra mouth shapes, just for funsies. But it's so subtle and no one notices it that I would not recommend for most people to use VBridger, right? Like, VTubers in general have gotten, like, way more complex when it comes to, like, the way that they move. It's kind of scary. I also think it's so funny, when, like, VTubers have, like, really complex tracking, yet I do not think corporate VTubers have improved much in tracking at all. Right? And the main reason for that, I think, is actually, I've discussed this before, but I think it's such an interesting thing. So corporate VTubers are very different from indie VTubers because corporate VTubers have more of an idle thing going on than indie VTubers who just tend to be like content creators, streamers, that sort of deal. Right? Corporate VTubers are more trying to go into the idol persona of being like perfect. And because of this, the companies don't want their VTuber like people to have any awkward moments. So when they're making their VTuber model, I think they purposely track it to not have any chance of even having an ugly face. Like a silly little facial expression. I think the way they rig the model is very limited so that doesn't even like come up as a possibility, you know?
Okay, there's a little bit of issue here. Can fix. Right?
He's so angry. What's he so angry for?
He's just, busy causing his own misery and stuff.
What?
Isn't that like his whole his prophecy?
His prophecy?
Yeah, he was bound to cause his own misery.
From the fortune-telling girl.
Yeah.
I forget that episode. That episode, for some odd reason, just, like, is not on my radar. It's one that I constantly forget about. Though I find it really funny, because that's the episode where Aang literally fights a volcano, right?
Yeah.
And that's so funny considering how Roku died. Rip Roku. A 12-year-old beat you, and he wasn't even a master of all elements at the time. what happened, bro? Like,
I guess it was just like a very, very big explosion in Roku's
well, he
case.
also had like Sozin. So
Sozin didn't even kill him, he just left him behind.
yeah. What was the deal there? He's lucky that Roku actually died there.
Yeah.
Right? Normal rules, like when it comes to like fantasy, that does not apply, right? You don't see them die, you shouldn't expect them to be dead. Azula knew that. And she basically saw Aang die. But she knew better. She knew it shouldn't be that easy to kill the Avatar. Sozin just so happened to be right. You know, the Fire Nation made a lot of like kind of dumb moves.
They also made a lot of smart moves, and it was all Azula.
Yeah. Azula was kind of built different, honestly. I feel like if Azula wasn't there for like a lot of those meetings, the Fire Nation would not have been as successful as they were. Simply because, like, Ozai seemed like a very prideful guy. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like he would be the type to like, you remember like with the Earth Kingdom, they were like discussing something. I can't remember. He was like, "Oh, we should like do this," and then Azula and Zuko were like, "No, the Earth Nation people are pretty powerful. You can't just like, force them to submit." And he was like, "Okay, extermination."
No, that was Zuko.
Yeah, that's what I said. Zuko suggested, but Azula then like further like agreed with him.
Yeah.
Right? She said something. I forget what she said. It was like technically her idea, right? Which became like a.
Oh yeah, it was her idea. You're right.
Yeah. But Zuko said like, "Oh yeah, the Earth Nation people are proud people. I don't think that they'll just like submit." And then Azula was like,
"Okay,
yeah,
then we burn their earth to the ground."
Yeah. Make it so they can't fight, even if they wanted to.
Okay. There's my Sokka. Look at him.
Dude, Ozai was like the worst. Most shocking thing about Azula is that she was only 14 or something. I think you're right? Like, Zuko was 16, 17. She was 2 years younger, so... Yeah, 14. 14 or 15. I think, from what I heard, she was like 15 at the end of the show, but 14 at the beginning. Like, when she was first introduced. Like, I don't know. I heard a lot of people say that a year passes in Avatar. I don't think that's true.
A year does pass, but, like...
Does it?
Because I think there's an episode, right, when... Yeah, a year passes throughout the show.
How do we know?
It's pretty obvious.
I thought it was only a span of a couple months.
They go through like at least 2 different solstices, right?
Oh, I guess that's. Is that a whole year though? I feel like that's 6 months, isn't it?
No, they go through the summer solstice and the winter solstice.
Oh, and then I guess at the end they end up in the summer again, don't they?
I think so.
I think you're right. Huh. There's way more time that passes in Korra. Right?
Yeah.
Korra...
there's a season where like 3 years pass in between.
Yeah! Oh my god. Korra's like kind of crazy. Like they tell like a much larger story, and like Korra was like what, 17 at the beginning? I think she ends up being like 23? No.
She was 16 at the beginning. Or maybe she was 17 actually.
No, No, I can't remember, because Korra, the big thing with her was, like, she was, what's it called? Like, this is a big thing with, Aang, too. Like, you're not supposed to know you're the Avatar until, like, you're 17 or something. But she obviously found out when she was little, because she was just a prodigy, and she could just bend, like, most of the elements since, like, she was 5. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Korra just built different.
Or starts the show at 17 and ends 21. Oh my god, really?
No, that doesn't make sense because there's a 3-year, 17, 18, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 5 years. Maybe 4. If I counted wrong. It's 5 or 4.
There's,
I guess it depends on, like, if she started, like, as soon as she turned 17 or, like, when she was 17 about to turn 18. Right? That's 5 years. That's, like, way longer.
I'm in desperate need of real food.
What do you want to eat?
I don't know.
You want to eat my macaroni stir fry? No. It's kind of good. It's just, like, macaroni doesn't, like, reheat very well. You know? There's certain foods that's like, oh man, it's so good, but I have to eat this all right in this moment because it reheats terribly. Personally, I don't think pizza reheats well, right? I don't think pizza reheats well at all, right?
I agree.
It's kind of gross. My dad has gotten, like, to the point where, like, he's now, like, whenever he has to reheat pizza, he, like, turns on the oven and crisps it up, you know? Which isn't great either, because I don't like crispy pizza, right? It's where it's like a chip when you're eating it. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
That, like, stabs my mouth. That's, like, not fun. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like pan pizza either. I just like hand tossed. You like pan pizza.
I prefer hand tossed.
Yeah, but you don't mind pan pizza. I feel like pan pizza, that's like basically a pie, but in pizza form, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all sauce, or is it all cheese?
It's
Or is it all
something.
bread? Is it just like a thick piece of bread?
I don't know. I don't eat pan pizza enough to know what it actually is specifically.
I don't know. Isn't that like, I can't even remember all the pizza types. There's like Chicago style and like New York style. That like means something and I don't remember what it means. Do you remember what it means?
No.
Oh my god. My arm hurts so bad.
Is it your blood drawn?
Yeah. You gotta keep moving it, I'm pretty sure, is like the thing. Or I guess that's when you get a vaccine, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I ever actually took that advice seriously whenever I got a vaccine. I feel like
Do you ever have like arm pain after a vaccine or whatever?
I mean, yeah. But I just powered through it.
I always like, I took it too seriously. I'd like helicopter my arm around, like whoosh, 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 trying to like.
I think I would only do it as like a instinct. I wouldn't actually like try to do it like by myself. I would just be like,
you
man,
would not.
My arm hurts. I gotta move it.
No, I feel like you wouldn't move your arm as an instinct because it hurts to move. That's why you gotta move it though, so you get used to the pain, I guess. Is that really what it is?
It's like it feels like your muscles are tightening, and so you gotta move it.
Oh no, because your muscles are tightening. When you like do a shot like that, it's your muscles like knot up right there.
Yeah.
So I guess you're supposed to move it so they don't like knot.
And it is an instinct though.
Okay, I guess. I don't know. I get like super knotted muscles like all the time.
That must be why you always walk.
What?
That must be why you're always walking.
Yeah. I like have to constantly be moving or else I like turn to stone or something. That sounds weird, but like that's
like
not.
You have rigor mortis.
Yeah,
but you're alive.
It's not an exaggeration. Like I will turn to stone if I do not like actively move. I can't move anymore. My mom, she like before she became a lawyer, she was like a physical therapist. And so she still knows some like physical therapy stuff. And she's very shocked by how tense my muscles can be. I like to imagine, like, you know, like bulldogs and how, like, they're basically all just muscle? That's me. AKA, don't mess with me. I'm very strong. I'm not actually. I'm like super weak for someone whose muscles are like extremely tough. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Though I like to, like, sometimes I like to imagine that I'm stronger than I am. You know? I like convince myself that, like, I saw this TikTok. It was so dumb. It was like this girl talking about like how one of her biggest fears is like that someone's going to attack her and she's going to kill them. And she was like, that's ridiculous because number one, why should I feel bad for like killing someone that's like attacking me? And number two, how can I, someone who has never punched anyone in my entire life, think that the moment that I punch someone for the first time, that it'll be enough to kill them? Which I thought was so funny because I didn't think that she was talking about just one hit, like, punching them, and they're just instantly dead. But the thought is really funny. Like, I'm actually, you're all very lucky. I'm a very nice person because I could one-shot kill you. I mean, I don't know that for certain, but it's a very real possibility. No one knows. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never punched anyone in my life. Has anyone here punched someone in their lifetime?
Have any of you guys, like, been like...
Have you ever punched someone? I've
Yeah.
never punched anyone. I've never been punched.
I don't think I've punched anyone in my life. Have I?
I don't think so.
There was something in middle school, and I don't remember it. That I got into a lot of trouble. What was it? Do you remember?
No.
Didn't something happen? There was some kind of like scuffle, and I was somehow involved.
I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember it at all, but I remember there was something. I was actually kind of surprised. My mom, she tells me all the time how she was like, she would constantly get into fights when she was in school, right? I think she told me this like when I was like came to her about like how I was getting bullied in high school, and she like told
she was
me,
like, just beat him up.
yeah, she was like, well,
there's this one girl that bullied me a lot, and I beat her up.
Yeah, she's like, I slammed her face into the pavement, and she was all bloody. Then I walked away from it with my sister, and we were like, and don't you ever mess with me again. And like my mom, you would never expect that from her, right? It was a very funny conversation. No, but like my mom, I feel like could murder someone now that I know this information, right?
I think the reason why is because I think she took like karate self-defense classes.
No, she didn't.
She didn't? So she
No.
just was naturally a violent person?
No, you know what it was? She has a brother. That's the answer.
That's true. Oh my god. I would never want a brother. I mean, like... No, wait. Hold on.
Hey! What? What do you mean? Take that back.
I would never want a violent brother.
I could be. I feel like I was pretty violent when I was little. I don't know.
You weren't violent in the I will punch you sort of way, though.
I
you
was
were
violent in the
I
I'll
will-
push you
I'll-
down the stairs and chase you with a knife kind of way.
Yeah, and that's... But see, I never actually felt like I was in danger.
Really? You were.
Well, don't say that.
Okay. No. I mean, I kind of get what you mean. There was like, I like hung out with like the neighborhood boys when I was like in elementary school. And there was
They
one...
were like actually violent.
No, they broke my nose one time and then pushed like in my, so we had like a bunk bed, okay? It was like the most magical bunk bed in the world. It looked like a house. Okay, so the top part of it was like a house, and the bottom part was like the garage, right? So the bottom, it was cute, okay? There was like ladder to get up. You know how bunk beds work, right? One of the boys, he like climbed into like the top bunk, and I went to like climb up in there with him, but he was like, no, this is my bed now. And he kicked me in the face, which made me fly off the ladder and bam, right onto the floor. I hit the back of my head. But since he kicked me in the face, I had a bloody nose. And then I was told that I had to hang out with him all the time. So, I don't know. They were violent, looking back. Actually, he punched me in the face another time. It was mean. I don't know, I didn't really realize he was mean until, like, looking back and be like, You'll become the very thing you sought to destroy. Yeah. I don't know. I definitely that's probably why I was partly like a little bit violent as a kid, was because I had bad influences around me. It's actually insane. Oh, you gotta rotate that.
I don't gotta rotate anything.
Oh. Okay. Like, okay. Maybe, well, maybe this, I was gonna say when you guys were younger, but this could also apply, I guess, to like present day. Have you ever like been around someone and you're like, you know, we're really great friends or whatever, and then like they get like bad influences in their life and completely change as a person?
Yes.
Right?
Oh my god.
I hate when that happens. Right? Like I had when I was like in high school, like a group of friends, and they were like, you know, really close friends, but like once they hang out with the wrong crowd, they're like completely changed as a person. Right? That's always the worst. Right?
Yeah.
Cuz like on one side it's like, wow, like now you like suck as a person, right? But also it's like, did you ever have like the integrity to have your own personality?
Yeah.
You know? And then it's like, because you don't change, like because of outside influence. I think everyone changes over time, obviously, right? That's like an expected fact of life. But like, man, some people.
Some people suck.
You'll see that a lot with like kids too. Where like kids will like, you know, be like their parents and their parents are like the bad influence. Or like if they like meet new kids on the playground that are like mean, they'll start to be mean too. I've never had that experience, but I'm also not really around people like ever. I'm glad you've never had that experience. Because it's never fun when it happens. It happened a lot in like middle school, high school, I feel like. Because that's the time when like everyone's like has FOMO and stuff like that, right? I think it still happens when you're like older too, with some people, right? But it's not as bad, and like I also think that like communication is key, right? There's some people that like you can just talk to and be like, "Hey, I don't like how you've changed." "Oh, hi Shin, how you doing?"
Hello.
"Hope all is well. How have you been?" How? Does getting into competitive Smash Bros count as a bad influence? Depends, right? Cuz that's another thing. Like, you know when like you're playing like a game with someone and they start to take it like way too seriously? You know?
Mhm.
Like you're just trying to have fun, but then they like genuinely get mad at you for not being the best. That's not fun, right? But if it's just like competitive in a fun way, then it's like, it depends how serious they are. Doing well, how goes for ye? Well, I just came back from work, except not really.
Yeah, you got scammed.
Slightly. But hey, it's okay. Because I've got my actual first day of work starting Wednesday. So, it happens. I don't think it actually does happen. I think that was kind of a unique experience, not gonna lie. But yeah. Scammed? Oh no, it's not really. I was being slightly dramatic, right? I mean, I was supposed to get paid and then they told me they weren't gonna pay me, so maybe it was slightly a scam. But they were a mess. I feel kind of bad. I probably shouldn't feel all that bad, right? I think I need to like stop giving some people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to like professional like stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's okay. Not super, but yeah. Well.
Look
Hal
who
of
it
the
is.
wait, half of the May. What? That's not how it goes. If it is an Ace the mechanic, how you doing? Whoops. Double typo. Fat fingers. How you doing? Hope all is well. Hal of the Mal. Did you get Twitch Turbo? Have you always had Twitch Turbo? Is that Twitch Turbo? I don't even know. No, I got it recently. Interesting. Is it any good? I've heard. I don't super understand how it works. Is it like Prime, but like without Prime? I don't remember. Or does it just stop ads in general? I don't remember. You just get no ads for anyone. That's kind of work. Of course, you could just use an ad blocker, but I didn't say that. That was not my voice. That was Cardboard Hal. And for the ads you would have watched, it gives the streamer the revenue for it. Ah, okay. I see.
Okay, is that good? Is that done?
It's Saka.
Saka.
Also lets you keep your VODs for like 60 days instead of 14 or some such. I mean, I guess it's kind of helpful. But at the same time, usually I just export them like right after streaming them.
Oh. Help! How won't feed me?
What? You're literally eating right now.
But I need real food.
Oh my, what do you want?
I don't know.
No, this is not, you can't just say I don't know in a Burger King's drive-thru. What do you want?
Hold on, let me think.
Oh my god.
I wanted a PBJ, but
We
we're
don't
out
have
of
any
bread.
bread. We're out of food. It's fine. Excellent. I can keep the 0 VODs that I am making. You're coming back to streaming eventually, soon, right? I will be waiting for the return. Yee. Yippee. So then you will be making VODs. Unless you turn VODs off, which I guess you could do, right? Isn't that a thing? That's, I think, usually for, like, copyright, if you're playing, like, copyrighted songs. But Twitch doesn't super, like, enforce.
Yeah.
Whoa! Another ad break? That's so fast! That doesn't feel right. That was not an hour, was it? Did you get a notification for that? What just happened?
I don't know. That's super weird.
I swear there was an ad like 2 seconds ago. Why is it doing another one?
Maybe the notification was or maybe the previous ad was the notification.
No, it was not. It was a 3-minute thing. I don't know. Whatever. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Next, I have Toph.
Taking my break. Whatever.
Yeah. Meh. Alright. I'm gonna base Toph's face off of Aang's. 'Tis a Mal stream. Only for now. Yeah, Mal, when are you gonna get a backflip toggle? Why would I do a backflip? Why would I have that? Why not? Because I don't know how I would even begin. Flips are flippin' fun. I mean, yeah, I guess. Hal's problem, not yours. It's partially my problem. I think I would have to draw things for it. Surely, right?
Yo. Nah, just make Hal do it. Hal do what? Hal do what? What
You
do I
want me
do?
to make a backflip toggle?
A backflip toggle? What? I don't even know how I do that. What?
I don't think anyone's ever done it before.
A backflip toggle. You know what? No. I got this. You want a backflip? I got it. Okay, Mal, you're gonna go for a little ride, okay? No, it's not working. Why is it not working? No. Unlock. Aha. Okay. Yippee! Okay.
That probably looked really stupid.
No, but that was the backflip. Okay? That's what you get. There's the backflip toggle. You're welcome, everyone. I worked on it tirelessly. No, that was a cartwheel? So picky.
Beam.
Okay, so technically, I guess that was kind of a... Well, no, Mal was drawing, so that was more like a round off, if we're gonna be technical about it. Could you imagine people, like, doing round offs while, like, doing something with their hands?
It was more of an aerial, I think, is what you're
Why'd you
saying.
say round off? Ah, you're right! Dude, I haven't done gymnastics in forever. I did mean an aerial. A round off is a cartwheel. Well, I think it's also kind of technically a little bit of a round off. It was like a round off aerial. Right?
That's true, actually.
If we were to be super technical about it. An aerial is a cartwheel with no hands. And a round off is a cartwheel where you land on both your feet at the same time.
So it was both.
I think.
I want this to be up more. Like that.
Aerial in the sky, when you lose your mind, you free your life. I could never do an aerial. I tried really hard when I was younger.
Oh, I could never do it either.
It
was just too scary.
No. And the crazy thing is, I totally could have. There was many times where I was like reaching my hands down, but like they weren't touching the floor. Right? Therefore, I totally could have done an aerial. It's kind of more, well, yeah, I could have, but it's scary, okay? Having to, like, lift your hands away from the floor.
I just couldn't, like, work out how I would be in control of, like,
it was a mind
my
over
entire
matter.
body when I was, like, not moving my hands in the way I was used to.
Yeah, it's like mind over, like, body. You have to, like, have a strong, like, mind to say, no, don't touch the floor. But aerials always looked really cool. I was always jealous of the people that could do them. You know?
Toph's hair. It's basically Toph's hair, right?
I don't know. You should probably look at a reference. I don't think that's her hair.
I think that's
Her
Toph's
face
hair.
is not covering... Her hair's not covering her face, is it?
Yes, it is. Oh my god, are you serious?
Toph. Oh, it is. But it's more like that.
I basically have it.
Fair enough. Oh, I guess in the comics it's actually more like that, so I guess you got it right. Dude, I don't know how you're able to just remember what characters look like. I always need a reference.
I mean, I've drawn her before.
Right, but that doesn't matter for me. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I've drawn a character. I need a reference. Do you know how many times I've drawn, like, Bo and Javius? Every single time I use a reference. I'm not very good at, like, making things up either, you know?
Oh my god, I just realized Toph's hair is black, and so is Zuko's. How am I gonna shade them?
Make a, well, I think blue would have to be the key, right?
I'd have to make the hair blue and then shade it with black.
I don't think you have to make the hair blue.
No, I think I would. I'd have to make the hair blue and then shade it with black.
You could make the hair like green for Toph, like Midori.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Maybe not like straight up as well. I don't know. That's a good point.
Okay, so
This will be a figuring out sort of situation.
Toph is very much blind.
You want to have the lights in the eyes? You could just have them like a solid like color and then like a ring around it, so they're like cloudy looking. You know?
What if I did that? Like the light. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it like this.
Oh, 5-minute doodle. Hal breakdancing on a roof. That's our 5-minute doodle.
I think I honestly want this hair to be like.
Hello?
Hold on, I'm
Oh.
trying to think.
I thought you were just ignoring, like you didn't hear me. Okay. I'm getting the timer started.
Hold on.
So that
I'm
when you,
like
I
not...
know, for when you are ready.
Oh my gosh. Well, how do I do this? How did I do it with last time? Hold on. Find Toph. Okay.
That's not black hair. You gave her like green hair.
It's gray.
Well, greenish gray. What else?
But her hair is black, like...
Right, but you could use that as the base color, that greenish gray. And then give like a green...
I'd probably want it to be actually like brighter green so that I can go like really dark.
We'll see. I would separate the colors into 3 though, so you can easily alter them. Anyways,
Yeah,
5-minute doodle.
Hold on. I wanna finish this sketch first so that
Okay.
I know what I'm doing. What do I do?
Sketch and then doodle.
Oh my god, how do I even... I can draw Hal... I can maybe try to draw Hal breakdancing, but there's no way I'm doing a background.
It's 5 minutes. I don't think anyone's... on a roof.
Yeah.
Well, you could just draw like a slanted thing. It kind of... I have a feeling it would look like that one like Family Guy thing, like with the Peter Griffin dead like thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
For some odd reason, that's what I'm imagining. Just that, but it's Hal on a roof. And you can basically just try and call it breakdance. Yeah, just draw a triangle. Basically.
Hold on.
Oh, you're thinking about the 5-minute doodle and...
No, I'm trying... I just need to draw this.
Doesn't have to be the whole house. They'll figure it out. They always... This is how it always goes. They're just like, man, that's not possible. And then they do it. Ain't she just the cutest?
Oh, this is really difficult.
Probably just don't give her highlights in her eyes. Would make them...
No, what I'm trying to do is figure out how I want to draw her eyes behind her hair.
I didn't realize Toph's like eyes were so covered by her hair.
I don't know how you didn't realize that.
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. But it just, for some odd reason, didn't register in my brain. Does that ever happen for you? No, it doesn't. You notice all the little details.
I do notice all the little details.
This is a fun fact for anyone that like... So there's like this one scene where Toph like makes this rock armor for herself. I think when she's like training Aang. And the original design had like a hole in it for her mouth so she could like breathe. But the way that it accidentally translated into the show was she made a little window for her eyes. Which is really funny.
not sure how I want to do this.
You can think about it. You want to do the
Okay,
5-minute doodle?
Sure.
Okay.
Doodle requests. Boop, boop.
Okay, ready? Steady, go!
Oh god. I'm already off to a terrible start. Okay. This is the roof. This is the roof. This is a roof. Okay. And then Hal is going like
This is a tough one to do in 5 minutes. I believe in you, though.
let's do this. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Got 4:30. They did that much in 30 seconds, guys. Impressive.
I'm drawing your hair backwards, but I don't care.
It's fine, it's fine. The breakdancing was so powerful, my hair flipped. I think Toph is my favorite character from the entire show. Toph is my second favorite because Uncle Iroh is my first. He'll always be my number one. You're at 4 minutes. Oh, I got the tongue out.
Yeah.
I'm focused.
Okay,
Look at you go. Yo! 3:30.
don't know how I'm doing this. Genuinely.
Look at you go. Ooh, good call. The shin is conflicted. I know. Uncle Iroh is like the best. So it's hard to like. And then like Azula, I think is my. I'm stuck between Azula and Katara. 3 minutes. Both of them are like very much. They're just awesome. Maybe Katara over Azula, honestly. Just because we have more of Katara and just Katara is amazing. Yo. Got 3 minutes. Dude, this looks awesome. Look at that. Look at that.
I don't know what I'm doing or how. It's going.
Looks like Hal's doing the keep on truck and walk. Hal, be careful not to bite off that tongue doing those amazing dance moves. I'm so talented, guys. Look at me. Gonna have to do like little like swoosh lines. You're at basically 2 minutes.
How have I done this in 2 minutes? I don't understand.
You've done well. You have 2 minutes left.
Well,
Not that you've done this in 2 minutes.
Whatever.
Look at that.
I don't know how I'm doing this, like, genuinely.
You're like almost at 1:30. A little over, I guess. Look at that!
I don't know how I'm doing this. This is insane. This is genuinely pretty insane.
I saw the prompt and I was like, that's not gonna be easy. That's not gonna be possible. And you always prove me wrong.
How have I done this? Like, genuinely.
You've got like a minute left. You got a minute to spare. Add some swoosh lines.
You just hold on.
You've got 50 seconds. I'm like spinning at the bottom, like I'm spinning on my head. Maybe make the roof a little clearer by making like the background a little bit more like there's a tree somewhere.
That's a tree.
A tree.
And the sun is over here. There we go.
You got 20 seconds. Keep going. Just define some stuff a little bit more.
I don't know how I did this.
You got 10 seconds.
I'm gonna add
Time's
some-
up. Time's up. Wow. Look at that. 5 minutes and you just basically
Dude,
kapow.
who's okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I did this, genuinely.
That's cool.
What the heck?
Wow. Impressive.
5 minutes. Okay, what am I doing? Right, okay, so yeah, the problem I'm having right now is how the heck do I draw Toph's hair over her eyes? Cause I feel like what I'm tempted to do is I'm gonna like draw her bangs on like a separate layer. And so she'll have a version with her bangs full and then her version with her bangs and make Maul draw Hal fell down from the roof for next time. Oh no.
Oh no. No, but I was doing sick moves.
It was so sick. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But okay, I think that would mean the first thing I have to draw is her bangs. And I'm just gonna include the little headband thing as well.
Man, that was a fun doodle request. Thanks, Wendy. And good job, Mal.
Thank you.
Though Toph is definitely a fan favorite, which is like,
For good reason.
well, yeah, I mean, like, I think there is good reason for Toph to be a favorite. But I will say, one of the most surprising things about Toph that makes it kind of surprising she's a favorite is she's got very little angst.
That's true. I mean, she's got mommy issues.
Oh, I didn't realize you were nameless. You have a name now! Whoa!
What?
So shocked!
I didn't know
No,
that.
I did not connect the dots. Wow, congrats on getting a name, nameless. Shooketh very.
Okay. That's that thingy.
Did you mean to make those 2 dashes?
Yeah.
What are they?
Because it's like she's got little pom-poms on the side of her headband.
I thought they were metal. They're pom-poms? I don't think they're pom-poms.
I've always interpreted them as pom-poms.
They are
They are
pom-poms!
pom-poms.
What? Okay, so this is what I mean, where, like, I cannot remember what characters look like. Like, you ever see, like, those artists do, like, oh, drawing Pokemon from memory? Mal could very easily do that. Meanwhile,
I mean,
you haven't seen any Pokemon. I think
if
you
I
could
didn't
draw
draw
them.
them once before, I would struggle, I think.
I don't think you would. I don't think you'd struggle. Here's the thing. I could, like, be given, like, a reference for 10 seconds and then be, like, have it be taken away and someone could be like, okay, now draw it. I could not draw it. You could.
I probably could.
You could definitely draw it.
I might. Yeah, I might like lose a few details, but I think I'll mostly it'll be recognizable as the character.
It's very impressive. I think that you seriously have, like, a bit of a photographic memory.
Probably.
I don't even know how you would, like, test for that, but I really, truly believe it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What is even, like, the science behind photographic memory? Does it just mean you have, like, really good, like, recall or something?
I don't know.
You're thinking.
I'm gonna duplicate this now. And then I'm gonna draw the rest of it.
So, when are you drawing tough? All I see is the Melon Lord. Really good details of memory no matter how long it was, I think. Maybe you just have a good memory and it's not photographic. But I also...
See, I feel like I forget really stupid things all the time, though. I just remember character designs.
Like, I don't think you remember everything, but, like, image-wise, your, like, photo recall's really, really good, right? So, like, if you, like, have, like, a book, if you gave Mal a book, and then you showed them the book and they read it, and then, like, a couple days later you asked them what it said, this was insane, okay? Me and Mal were, like, walking and talking, and somehow we got on the topic of the play, Death of a Salesman, which, if you've ever read that play, very depressing play, but also a very good play, okay? We read this, I think, sophomore year of high school. You were in middle school. You did not, did you read this play?
Yes, I read it at the same time.
Okay.
Because
we were in the same class. So you were a
it was
freshman.
in my freshman year.
You were a freshman. So this was 4, 5, 6 years ago. This was 6 years ago.
Crazy.
And then Mal perfectly recited the beginning of, like, the monologue.
I memorized it because you.
But I don't remember it. So you memorized what I memorized.
It was just like, so I looked at the pen and I said to myself, what the hell am I grabbing this for?
No,
That's
stop
the
it.
only part I remember.
But I didn't remember that. And
There's
that was...
no way you don't remember that.
I didn't remember it. And I remembered it after you said it, but there was no way I was going to be able to recall that. But you did. And I was so impressed. You both shared a brain cell. No, I didn't. I didn't get this brain cell. They stole it from me. It was like... The only reason they remembered it was because I performed that monologue, and when I, like, have to do a monologue for an audition, I repeat it so many times to them. I make them pretend that they're the director. So that's why they remembered it, but I don't remember it, even though I did the monologue. Also, what did he sell?
He sold,
He didn't... Well, I don't think we actually found out. He was just a salesman. He wasn't a very good one. To be clear.
Yeah, he kind of sucked.
I was going to say he sold stockings, but no, he didn't. I only thought that because that was like a metaphor.
His mistress wore stockings or something.
Yeah, and like his wife, I don't know. He wasn't a good person.
Yeah, he cheated on his wife. And I think she knew about it and didn't say anything because she was like, didn't want to cause issues or something.
It's a sad play. It's really messed up. Actually, I feel like a lot of plays are messed up, unfortunately. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of many, like, plays that have, like... Well, at least the ones I read. I guess I don't... Well, even, like, the comedies I read have, like, really depressing endings. Right?
Yeah.
I really like... Oh, you wanna know a good play? Tigers Be Still. That's a good play. It's kind of a comedy. But it was like... Oh my god, it was so relatable. No one else thought it was relatable, but I thought it was relatable. I, like, read it in class and people were like, this is, like, such a ridiculous scenario. And I was like, what do you mean?
Let's go with green. And we'll go with, like, this bright green.
That's not... Well, I guess if you do
If
the
I'm
shading
shading
really
it with,
high...
like, really dark black.
And you do it, like, pretty much up at the top, almost. Like, it's mostly black. I think.
Yeah.
Just trust the process. I know her hair is straight up green right now. But it will be better.
It's like this. I'm gonna add like a highlight color after this, like over here. So
Yeah, it's like yellow.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
The hope is that this will work. Okay.
I'm realizing I'm not putting this on a separate layer like an idiot. Okay, fine. Should I shade the bottom layer with pure black? I think I should.
Yeah, I think you should. Oh, okay. So we didn't watch Avatar: The Last Airbender until like a while. Okay. But when we eventually watched it, one of the most surprising things for us, spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it, this is your warning. Leave at once. Come back in like probably 30 minutes. I don't know. So we were spoiled before we watched it that Zuko was, going to get a redemption arc. In fact, I don't even think you need to be spoiled to know that's kind of obvious, right? All the fan art you see of Zuko is of his redeemed self, right? Like him looking like his long shaggy hair, right? Which he only gets when he gets redeemed. We did not expect for that version of Zuko to exist for about 5-ish episodes. That was so shocking to me. Okay? He's evil. He has a top knot longer than he has that shaggy hair. And yet no one draws him when he's evil.
I don't like the way this looks.
No.
It looks too
She kind of looks like an egg.
It's too gray. I don't know. Let's
Anyways.
let's go with how I would naturally draw it.
Anyways, what was so, I guess, shocking about it was with everything that we've seen of him, you would really think, oh, he's redeemed for at least a full season. No! He's not even redeemed for half a season. It's crazy. Though I do really like Zuko's redemption. It is really well paced, despite the fact he's only good for 5 episodes. I know, because I saw a lot of people talking about how he has one of the perfect redemption arcs, right? In saying that mainly because he has I guess a relapse, if that makes sense. I don't know anyone that likes him before his arc. He's immature, narrow-sighted, and super mean, but the redemption took a long time for a reason. Agreed. And I think maybe it's okay. So this is gonna sound really random for a minute. So Bakugo from My Hero Academia is another character that I think took a long time for redemption. But at least for me as a viewer, it was very obvious from episode 1 that he was going to get a redemption. The same thing can be said for Zuko, right? Even though his redemption takes a long time, I think that you're constantly rooting for him to get better, right? There's never a moment where you're oh man, I really hope this guy sucks forever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that way, I do really like Zuko before his redemption, just simply because it's what makes you appreciate Zuko later on. And I guess it's sort of what you're saying. Where I got home from the store and barely saw something full-blown sprint through my backyard. I'm pretty sure it was a deer, but it still spooked me. There was one time when I was younger, one of my friends had this swing that was totally not safe. I think it was not even a tire swing. It was a rope tied to a very tall tree, with a piece of wood at the end. It was Bridge of Terabithia style, which very dangerous, right? And you could swing and probably flip over the tree. And the tree was really high up in the air, but yeah, it was dangerous. There's one time I was swinging on this swing, and I saw this fox sprint through and then I never wanted to go on that swing again because I was terrified that the fox was going to get me. I don't know. Maybe I did tell the story before. I have no idea. Maybe that's why we appreciate Iroh so much. He has the patience to help Zuko through his arc. Ugh. I love Iroh.
Everyone loves Iroh.
Foxes are friends. I do think foxes are less scary now. At the time, though, I feel what foxes just it was before the song with the foxes comes out. That's how long ago it happened. I feel foxes gained a new appreciation after that song. You know?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that song.
About this color for the headband.
I feel that song, if not friend, then why friend-shaped? I like how I choose to forget it. They're very, very cute. They're like cats mixed with dogs. They're cute. What does the fox say? I don't remember. It was a lot of letters.
Ring ding 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 ding. Ring a ding 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 ding.
Yeah, something like that. I think foxes actually just like laugh. Isn't that their thing? Isn't that the noise they make? It's like a laugh sound.
Something.
I honestly unironically kind of jammed to it. I did too. I really liked that song. It was fun. I also feel like that song was like during a time when
when the internet was still good.
Or like before YouTube Rewind got like real bad. Do you remember that? Do you remember YouTube Rewinds? I miss YouTube Rewinds. Honestly. I think it was like one of the last like good YouTube Rewinds. I remember it. You know? Even though I thought the song was stupid. Foxes make adorable noises. It's a little squeaky noise when you do chin scritches. Aww. Man, YouTube Rewinds used to be dope. We should make VTube Rewinds. Ooh! Honestly, that would be pretty cool. Get like all VTubers together from like everything, everywhere. All VTubers. Actually, I feel like I bet people have tried to do that, right? Honestly, you probably don't even need to get all the VTubers together. Just like make a giant clip reel of all VTubers. All of them. Every single one.
Every VTuber that has ever existed.
And then you just put it behind like a couple like songs or whatever, and you line the like silly moment clips up with the song. There's your VTube Rewind, basically. Right?
I think
Right?
that looks good.
Are there Twitch Rewinds? I feel like that was a thing, right? I don't think they actually
point.
showed clips of your stuff, though. I think it was just sort of like, wow, you, did stuff. Light it up with Gangnam Style. I feel like it fits. I love that song, too. Ugh. I remember back when that came out, I absolutely jammed to that. We have a really nice story about a fox called Vuk. In English, they renamed him Vic. If any of you happen to find it, I highly recommend it. It was originally a book that got animated into got an animated movie in the 80s or something. I don't know what that is. Interesting. I still jam to it. Honestly, I feel like whenever I'm like down in the dumps, I just have to like turn on a playlist from like the 2000s and it's like a blast every single time. Right? It's just fun. Right?
A little bit.
I remember also, like, when I was younger and, like, in elementary school, every Friday, my, like, elementary school teacher would play the song Friday by Rebecca Sugar, and I never got sick of
Rebecca
it.
Sugar? I don't
No,
think that's the
Rebecca
right-
Black. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just got my Rebeccas mixed up. Well, it's from Hungary, Europe, so no wonder if you haven't heard of it. That's fair. You were like a baby in the 2000s, Hal. That doesn't count. Well, yeah, but like the 2000, like 12. I wasn't. When was I? How old was I? I don't even know. I was an age, and I was conscious enough for it to remember some of the songs. Wah. I like the bright colors you're using for Toph. It's working out. Oh, look at her! I think it was like 15 in 2012. I don't remember how old I was, and I don't feel like doing the math right now. I'm like sick of it. Oh, I was 9? No. I don't remember. I don't feel like mathing. Dang youngsters. I find it crazy. Okay. People that were born in like 2014 are 10. That doesn't sound right. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like you were born in 2014, you should be 2 years old. That's crazy to me. Someone that's born in 2010 is 14. What? That's crazy. Some of these people online be making me feel old. Some of these young kids are like, what's a DS? What? Well, no, I do understand why they wouldn't know what a DS is, but that's like such an unfortunate time to miss. I loved using a DS. Now I guess like people like, okay, I love being able to like play the DS and then like you're not supposed to be playing it late at night, so you have to like close it and like hide it under your bed. I bet kids just do that with their phones now. I feel the same way about NES. Such a geezer. That and the GameCube and the Wii. I had a GameCube, but I didn't really play it much. The Wii I absolutely loved and adored. Nah, dude. NES is my jam too. I played through Super Mario World too many times. Do I know what the SNES is? Or the NES? Do I know what it is? Or do I just not know the abbreviation? Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I did not have one of those. Can I send a link here? Is that allowed? I just found an English trailer for a book, and I thought I would share if that's okay. Sure, go ahead. We have links allowed. NES is the OG Nintendo Entertainment System. I did not have one of those. My mom got one when she divorced. Interesting. I do not have one of those. I never had one of those. I think the oldest thing I had was probably a GameCube. I never had like a Game Boy or anything. Click on the link. I want to see. The Wii was the best. I loved like Wii Sports. Oh, the frog. That's a cute style. I like really miss 2D drawn animation. You know? Like OG Disney. I miss it. It always just has such a nice feel to it.
Nope. Go.
Oops.
I need my music back, bro.
My bad. Wii was absolute peak. My GameCube was my baby. We had such great family nights with them. I gotta wash some dishes, so I'll look for a moment. Alright, see you in a bit, Ace. I think I was kind of a little bit, like, scared. I had a GameCube. I never really played it. I had a Nintendo...
No, we did not have a GameCube.
Yeah, we did.
We had a, what's it called?
Nintendo 64. We had both.
We did not have a GameCube.
We did.
We did
You
not.
don't remember it because we had it before you were born. I barely remember it. I was like 2.
Dude,
but I do remember having it because
that.
we had some discs. Because the GameCube discs were super tiny. Right? They were like little babies. Oh, before I leave, what brought on this scheduled time change, by the way? Me working. That's what. I get home from like work at around 4. So it's not like the perfect change. But it's stop working. No. The name Vuk stands for I cannot say that, which means I'm hunting, get out my way. It was a nickname of the grumpy grandfather, not in the trailer, of the main character. Interesting. GameCube's discs were small. Okay, stop working. We could play GameCube disc too. Unless it's the Wii Mini. Oh, then maybe that's why I had some GameCube discs. I don't know. But the Nintendo 64 kind of scared me. I think I've said this before, but like Banjo-Kazooie totally gave me nightmares. Because the one that I had for the Nintendo 64, if you like went to leave the game, you get like this exit cutscene of like the sister you were trying to save being like turned ugly by like the witch that kidnapped her for her beauty or something. And it scared me because it felt like I was like losing every time I like quit to exit the game. And that didn't make me feel good. It made me feel guilty for quitting to play the games. And Grunty became hot. Honestly, it scared me. It gave me nightmares. I felt like, you know, every time I wasn't playing that video game, I was letting the sister down. And I was letting her get destroyed. Donkey Kong 64 had a scary scene when you quit too. Was that just like the thing at the time? I feel like that's like games would not do that now, right? Why was that a thing? Was it to make you feel guilty for stop playing? Because whoever's decision that was, it was a rare thing. I'm glad that's not a thing anymore, because that would still make me feel guilty. Like, I would not want to touch video games anymore. Honestly.
I've got a better idea.
Conker didn't have one, though, oddly enough. Oh, you know, like, one game I remember playing a lot when I was a kid? It was, well, I didn't play them a lot. I'm more like, because I couldn't read, this is how young I was, I would watch my dad and my uncle play them. It was King's Quest and Monkey Island. Those were, like, the games where you, like, type what you wanted to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how those games worked. Like, how, like, you type, like, you'll type, like, jump, or you'll type, like, you know? Yo, I love Monkey Island. My dad, that's my dad's favorite game. He, like, there was a new Monkey Island game that recently came out that apparently was pretty good. It was one of the first games I ever played. I think it was probably one of the first games I ever played, too. Though I barely remember it. I remember the t-shirt. I went to Monkey Island and all I got was a stupid t-shirt to show for it. Oh, I need to make Dad a shirt of that. I'm surprised he doesn't actually own a shirt like that. Okay, that'll be his Father's Day present. Don't tell him. My uncle had it on his PS2. We never got far, though. I feel like I always had it on the computer. I don't know. My dad was always a PC gamer. And I would play his video games, so I never had a PlayStation. Though I found out from like when I got back from my first year of college, I found out that my dad bought a PS4, I think, or PS5. I can't remember which one. And hid it from the family. I found it. He's been using it. He bought it for his streams. And I was so mad because I begged him for one. I can't believe it. I only had a PS1. I had like 2 full games and a bunch of demo discs. It was still fun though. Then years later, when I got it for myself, I was able to finish it, and now I can complete the whole thing in less than 3 hours. Yippee! I do remember the Monkey Island games being very fun. I just haven't played them in like forever.
I kind of hate this.
What? I like it. What do you not like about it?
I don't like the way I did her hair.
What do you not like about her hair?
It just doesn't look very good.
I like it. Add the eyes, and then you can play with the hair more after you have everything else complete a little bit more. I think maybe you want to have some like red in the hair for contrast.
You're probably right, but I don't know where I would put it.
Put it in the third, like, this green color. This dark green color, I would make it just more of like a red. I don't know if it'll work. If not, you could go for like a purple, sort of like what you have for the line art. You know,
Well, I'm gonna change the line art.
well, okay. So this, Oh, like that.
Maybe this.
Yeah, that looks good.
Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm gonna redo the whole entire hair then.
After you do Toph, then you got Zuko, and then you're done?
Yeah.
Look at Toph.
I'm worried part of the reason this looks any good at all is just because of the line art.
I mean, you could sort of change the line art, like, you know.
Let me change the line art to be green.
Oh, before, like, doing anything?
Yeah.
That would probably be smart. Oh, another video game that I loved when I was little, and I still love, honestly, I love replaying it all the time, is Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is honestly so good. See, that already looks better. I love that one. It was totally, like, okay, Castle Crashers, Super Meat Boy were, like, two games that were, like, pretty, like, bloody with their graphics, and I probably shouldn't have been playing it at the age I was playing it, but I love them. I love the music with Castle Crashers. Though, like, recently, I was, like, trying to, like, listen to the soundtrack, and I don't think any of the songs are, like, necessarily, like, songs for the game. Like, they were, like, I don't super, like, whenever I found the songs, they weren't, like, necessarily advertised with the game sort of thing. I think they were just random songs. You know, I don't super understand, but I love the songs. It was one of the first games I bought digitally for the PS3. Ooh. We had it on the Xbox. I loved Super Meat Boy, and then Viva Pinata was like another game that I just absolutely adored. I kind of want to play the other Viva Pinata games, because we only played, which one did we play? I don't even remember.
The first one.
Was it the first one?
There was the second one that we didn't play, and that was it, as far as I know.
Oh, really? No, I feel like there was more. I feel like the Viva Pinata's got its whole franchise. It's gotta. Viva Pinata. I only see one game when I'm looking it up. I swear there was a second one.
Okay, this is fine, actually.
Right.
Okay.
Games. I watch the show on 4Kids all the time, though. Oh, I've always wanted to play Viva Pinata, but I never had a 360 or the PC version. There was a DS game? Viva Pinata Pocket Paradise. I'm so shocked we didn't have that. There's Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, Viva Pinata Party Animals, and then Viva Pinata. Crazy. I'm surprised that Viva Pinata didn't get as popular as, like, Pokemon, okay? I love the Viva Pinata games. They were like, it was like Farming Simulator, but like, the one thing about the game is like, it totally like was like, you're gonna have your pets be murdered. You know?
Yeah.
That happens sometimes that was a requirement. Oh,
Yeah.
you just got these cute little worms. Aren't they adorable?
Now you have to get it to die from a Spearow.
Yeah. Have fun. Like,
I think I'm getting... It was Sparrowmint is what
Sparrowmint,
it was.
it was a Sparrowmint.
I'm thinking of the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Rare never hit the highs they hit with Nintendo after they got bought out by Microsoft, sadly. RIP. But I absolutely like that game taught me the cycle of life and death. Like, that sounds dramatic, but I think that's true. What would you say? Would you say that you first learned about death through Viva Pinata and the cycle of life?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Viva Pinata was educational. Though that was very heartbreaking to learn as a child. It's like, oh, these cute worms. No! Like, and you could do nothing to stop it. Like, that just happened, and you had to accept it. And all I wanted in that dumb game, there was like a couple of animals that I really, really wanted. One was like the little deer. I forget what it's called. But it had to eat like 20 of these nightshade berries that was poisonous to any other piñata that you owned, okay? So I would plant these berries, my stupid piñatas would eat them, or the deer wouldn't come and they'd all rot because they rotted so quickly, right? And the stupid deer, when it came, would never eat the berries! And it had to eat 20 of them! And it had to have tall grass as well, which sucked because with the tall grass, I couldn't see my piñatas eating the poison berries. And it was so annoying. I think I eventually got it and it was not worth it. Because you have to get 2 in order for it to mean anything. And then the other one was, I'm pretty sure there was like this hippo you could get, but you had to turn pretty much your entire garden into water. And no other piñata would want to come into your garden if your entire...
Yeah, all of your piñatas would leave.
Yeah, they hated it. They didn't want all water. And then, of course, the one piñata I did get, though, even though it was like one of the rarest, was the Dragonache. Okay? All the piñatas, by the way, were named after, like, candy. For those of you who didn't know, that's why they have, like, candy names. Because they're piñatas. Right? So...
Oh my god.
The Dragonache was like a really rare piñata. You could only have one, and it was huge. And when I first got the Dragonache, it somehow glitched out of my garden, and I had nothing I could do to fix it. He was just stuck outside the garden, and that was that. I worked so hard to get it, only for it to just be stuck outside. It was so big and annoying that, like, there was actually the option to just have, like, this lady take your dragon out of your garden. So, yeah. My best friend named one of his baboons, one of his bonboons after me. I don't know if I ever got a bonboon. I tried really hard to get most of the, like, piñatas, but, like, some of them were just so annoying to get. Right? I'd get the Dragonache and I'd be like, I win. I win.
Oh my god, tunicorns.
Oh, yeah, those guys. They needed to eat, like, 20 of these, like, magical rainbow apples that you can only get by, like, fertilizing this tree and taking perfect care of it. And it never liked me. And they never eat the freaking apples. I think they were crystals. I don't remember what they were. Tunicorns. I knew, like, some of the best ways to make money in that game, though. You would take your taffy flies, which are those little blue guys. You would catch them on fire.
Catch them on fire and then put them out, I think.
And they turn into, like, these, like, red hots or something. And they were, like, way more expensive. So, you were basically, you want to just... That was what I would do. I would burn my piñatas alive. But it was for the greater good. I would make bank off of them. You could also, like, with the, like, there was, like, these moth things. I forget what they were called. The thing with them is... the thing with them is you could, like, you feed them different flowers and they'd turn different colors. But it wasn't as, like, dramatic of a change as, like, the taffy flies. Oh! I would also get, like, these, like, okay. So there were, like, these snake ones you could get. And right when the egg was about to hatch, you wanted to smash it. And if you smashed it, you had the chance to get a double-headed snake. But then...
Or it would just die, I think.
No, it would just die. Or you could do that again once you have 2 of the double-headed snakes. You have them have an egg, and then you smash that egg, and then you can get a 4-headed snake. And I do not think it could go higher than 4. At least I never got it higher than 4. But I did get a 4-headed snake. Because I was cool. Like... Probably not the best thing to be, like, teaching kids to smash snake eggs to get a multiple-headed snake. But don't worry, I knew that video games were video games, and I didn't try to repeat that logic. I was actually a pretty smart kid. Look at her. Cute!
Okay, I feel like that's a good Toph.
I think that is a good top. Good job.
Okay, so there's Toph. Cute.
Adorable. And now you gotta do Zuko.
Do gotta do Zuko. I have so many layers for Toph, it's not even funny.
You're at 200. Whoa, how many layers do you have left? Probably not that many.
46.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing something about that. Okay.
You're like, it's fine.
Zuko is going to give me the exact same problem as Toph. And it's gonna
Well, you can do
suck.
his with red instead of green.
Yeah.
The same sort of principle. The greater good is capitalism. Listen, I was profiting off of it, and that's all that mattered to me at the time when I was little. You know? And the flies liked it.
I find it so no they didn't.
I know they didn't.
I find it just so funny, like all of the like the cozy games. You know how like The Sims is like considered like a cozy game?
Oh,
It's
no.
like, oh, you do like horrible things to your Sims.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Viva Pinata. I feel like it's the same thing with Viva Pinata.
Well, Viva Pinata kind of like encouraged the violence. I mean, they had like these like evil pinatas. What were they called? Sours or something? What were they called?
I think they were called sours.
But there was a more complicated name than that. It was like a cleverer way of
Hang
saying
on, I'm
it.
gonna look it up.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
What were the evil pinatas
in
Viva Pinata?
Viva.
I used to know this. So did I. Sour pinatas.
They were sours.
Oh, they were just called sours. I remembered. Wow.
Okay, yeah, it was just a sour pinata name. So sour Shelly Bean was the snake one.
Ah.
Or not the snake one, the snail one.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember actually feeling genuine fear when the sour pinata.
Well, because they make your
around.
pinata sick, and when your pinata was sick, it looked like actual torture. Like, I'd feel so bad seeing a sick pinata. They'd wheeze and, like, cry, and it was so sad.
They would just, like, lie there helpless.
Yeah, they wouldn't even move. And then, like...
They would be green, too.
Wait, wouldn't there be, like, basically the Grim Reaper come and smash your pinata for you? He wasn't the Grim Reaper. He was, like,
oh my
a
God,
really
what was
creepy
his
guy.
Name?
What was his name? He was, like,
What
this,
was
like...
that guy's name? Hold on.
What the hell was that guy? He gave me nightmares.
Who was the guy?
Who killed your pinatas? He wasn't even necessarily, like, evil. I'm pretty sure he had a shop. Right? What was his name?
No.
The antagonist. Okay, led by Professor Pester. No, but he wouldn't smash your pinata.
No, that wasn't the guy that smashed your pinata.
Destardos.
Destardos.
Look, he made his first appearance in your pinata game.
Yeah, smash any sick pinatas with a stick, breaking them open and leaving nothing but life candy behind.
But he wasn't even evil. Like, he just did it for fun.
Yeah, he was
the villain of the show?
Mask.
But he had a shop in the game, didn't he? Did he not? Did he not have a shop in the game?
He's type family.
Hold on, scroll down. Did he have a game? Did he have a star?
The best way to deal with the Stardust is to not have him show up.
Yeah. Okay, I guess he didn't have a shop. So I'm wrong. So, okay, he was kind of evil, huh? Yeah, I hated him.
He freaked me out. He was genuinely terrifying.
He can phase through solid objects. I returned from dishwashing. We're talking about Viva Pinata. I don't know if you ever played that game. But, yeah. Yeah. He sucked. That guy. I can't believe that they added just basically the Grim Reaper to the game. I think Professor Pester would also show up in Smash Pinatas, or he just destroy structures. He was just annoying.
Ugh, my eye.
He's the villain.
Isn't
Professor
he the guy
Pester.
that caused the sour pinatas?
I don't remember. You think I remember the lore of this game I played? I do kind of remember. He did. He was, because sour pinatas were made by being fed sour candy, I'm pretty sure. Right? In the game, it would just make them sick. There was only a couple that could be sour, but the sour designs look pretty cool. But why would they be evil? Just because they are sour? But sour candy's pretty sweet. They would, I think, basically cough up sour candy, and then the pinatas, okay, so all the pinatas are basically cannibals, okay? They like candy. Candy makes them happy. So whenever that one guy would come and smash their pinatas, turn them into candy, all the other pinatas would gather around and eat the candy. It was awful. So anyways, all the pinatas, they were attracted to candy. The sour candy, though, makes them sick, which, remember, when the pinata's sick, that guy comes and kills your pinata. So, yeah, I was very upset. But I also felt bad because when you killed the sour pinata, you smashed it with your shovel and that would make it sick, the guy would still come and smash it, and they looked so sad and pathetic when they were sick. It was so sad. You could cure them, though, and then they become not sour pinatas. And once you cured them, you get a little totem.
No. Well, yeah, I guess you could cure them, yeah.
Once you cure them, you get a totem, and that totem would keep the sours from appearing. It would scare them off, I guess. One of my favorite ones was the Profitimal. Profitimal. Mostly because there was an episode of it, where it sang rock music, and it was really funny. They have this terrifying mouth that opens up and has a bajillion teeth. But when you cure it, it's just a little yellow guy. He's so cute. He looks nothing like the sour version. But the sour versions were pretty cool. Hold on, I'm looking up the picture. Yeah, he did have a million teeth. Oh my god! Oh, he was scary. Just a little guy. But yeah, when he was cured, he's just a little yellow dude. And he looked so, goofy. I can't even...
Yeah, in the TV show, they gave him, a British accent.
Yeah! It was so silly looking. But yeah, they were cool when they were sour. I liked the snail. That's the first one that shows up, and he looks way cooler as a sour than he does. Actually, I
actually
sour
prefer
ones.
the snail as a not sour.
Really? It was just kind of blue and orange, and
yeah, that was super pretty.
It always looked sad. It had a frown on his face.
I mean, yeah, I think that's why I liked it. I thought it was cute.
He looked so sad. The little guy.
I feel like I'm drawing his hair really silly, but I feel like his hair is inconsistent in the show too, so it doesn't matter. Does that read as Zuko's hair?
I think it does.
Okay.
I think it will when you give him a scar. And that's kind of the more distinct Zuko thing. You know?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh, you know what you should add to the roster? My hero. The only reason I thought of that, by the way, was because Todoroki also has a scar on his face. He's so cool. But yeah, I don't know. I was addicted to that game. And sometimes I get the urge to pick it up again. I don't know why. I will rather sometimes just repeat play a game that I've played over and over again. Oh, okay. I actually played a video game recently, guys. Crazy. You should play it on stream. Don't tempt me, I'll do it. I will. Oh, we should. We should.
We should make it our goal to get every single pinata.
Oh my god. Oh, I kind of want to. Should we do that on Saturday?
I put Celeste in the schedule for Saturday.
But what if we played Viva Pinata? It's abandonware, so you can legally download it for free.
Really?
Did you hear that? We should play it.
I didn't know that. Oh my god.
You'll need to consult PC Gaming Wiki to get it working on modern PCs, though. Interesting.
I've only ever played it on the Xbox.
We should mayhaps look into it then. Another, the game we started playing recently, well, we also finished it, we beat it, because we're amazing gamers, was Unpacking, which is such a good game. We should have played it on stream, but I don't know. I just felt like playing it, it was on Xbox Game Pass, and my dad can play Xbox games on his stream. I don't know how to do it. So yeah, that was a really cute game. I recommend people play it. I love, it's so cool how they were able to tell, the story without showing the characters at all. You start to understand all the characters, and you're like, man, I hate this guy, love her, and you get to see this girl grow up, and it's emotional.
How's that? That looks like Zuko, right?
Honor. Yeah, it does. He
It does. It's giving.
doesn't have an
honor.
eyebrow on that side, though.
Yeah, but I think I want to draw it anyway, just because.
Just a thinner eyebrow.
Okay. I'm gonna give him the slightly red line art.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just so that I don't have to deal with it.
So, when I was walking, or not, when I was driving to work, my dad was driving me because I'm scared of cars. He was telling me that he didn't sleep at all last night, and his reason why was because he had a song stuck in his head.
That happens to me a lot, actually.
Really? I feel like I've
Yes.
never not been able to sleep because of a song playing in my head.
I get that so often. It's not even funny.
Well, okay, what songs usually keep you up at night?
Whatever song, it's usually musical songs.
So that I can sort of understand. It just felt so weird hearing it from Dad because I don't imagine him as the type to get songs stuck in his head. But the song that was stuck in his head was "Shy" by K-Flay, which I love that song. I can understand why it would keep you up because it's very loud. But it just doesn't seem like the type of song that he would have stuck in his head, So you usually get what kind of musical? Actual music, like Hamilton, or I don't know. For some reason, I'm blanking on every single musical ever.
I mean, it's either songs from actual musicals or it's songs from cartoons.
Okay. When a song is stuck in your head that you can't sleep, has it ever plagued you for multiple days in a row?
Yes.
Okay. What's the worst one?
I think this happened recently, so maybe it's not the worst one, but it's just the most recent one in my memory. Is I had the song Stolas Sings in my head. It's the one that goes owl in a cage, you show your age, your sweetness as a rumfowl. Without a change, you're lost, exhausted by your time on the stage. Then you walked in my room and like sparks in the dark, life was suddenly thrilling and new. What's between you and I? Just a comfortable lie. I'm the fool who believes when you look in my eyes, Prince, all alone.
You're gonna sing the whole song?
Throne. Your power is so frail. You raise your voice, you have no choice inside your gilded jail.
Was that the whole song?
Yes.
Oh my god, you sang the whole thing. You're it's a song that goes let me just warm up my voice.
Listen.
I've never heard that song before.
Yeah, it's not the most popular in the show. But it was in my head and it would not get out. And it's still not really out of my head.
Clearly, you kind of just proved that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, I haven't watched Hell of a Boss or Hazbin Hotel. I probably should, but I don't know. They don't seem like a show I would like, but you like it.
I like it pretty a lot. It's kind of my current hyperfixation.
Yeah, I've noticed. Do you think I'd like it?
I don't know. I think you'd think it's okay, but you'd probably hyperfixate on it. It would be like it would be like one of those like involuntary hyperfixations where it's like I don't actually like it that much, but I'm obsessed with it kind of thing. Because that's how
Yeah.
it is with me.
Like Miraculous Ladybug.
Yeah.
I'll say that to the day I die. Miraculous Ladybug will always be my go-to. I hyperfixate on it so much, even though I hate it. Just, I don't know why. Like, I have no explanation. Dude, Miraculous Ladybug is gonna be over soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it's over, I'm going to have to, like, rewatch it. I'm not really into musicals, but I really like Hair in Little Shop of Horrors. Ooh, Hair's a good one. That's not one many people, like, talk about. Interesting.
Okay.
But not being really into musicals, those are like, I wouldn't necessarily say obscure, but like, they're not like the go-to names that people would name. Oh, look at him! That's Zuko. Okay, my favorite musical is probably Amelie. And that's purely because Philippa Soo is on the like original Broadway thing of it. And it's so good. And like the song Stay. Oh no, all the songs are so good. Okay, it's such a it's a musical based on the movie Amelie, but I like the musical way more than the movie. It's so good. Uh
I don't really understand the plot of the musical.
it's just about like Amelie, who's like this girl who's like super basically shy, I guess, but I don't think shy is the right word. More like just traumatized because of her parents, who like told her that like she can't touch anything because her parents were like hypochondriacs, and then both of her parents, well, no, her mom died, her dad's alive, but it's good, okay? She's just a little do-good, and she's just shy and scared of the world, but she tries to bring happiness to people anyways. And the song Stay is so good. It's just one of my favorites. All the songs are good. I really like the first three with Little Amelie. World's Best Dad, World's Best Friend, World's Best Mom. Those are so good. But one of my least favorite musicals, and this has nothing to do with the songs being bad and everything to do with the plot, Dear Evan Hansen. I'm sorry. That's like a very controversial take. Well,
I don't think
know
it's
if
as controversial anymore.
I think people have started to come around to realizing that maybe Dear Evan Hansen might have had issues, right? Like, the plot of Dear Evan Hansen actually makes me sick to my stomach. I, like, can't watch it, right? I got to watch it with, like, my school because we got, like, a really cheap, like, deal on the tickets because our drama teacher, like, really wanted us to have this chance, and I guess she, like, begged really hard or something. And when we watched it, I felt, it was awful. And the songs are really good, and the, like, sets were really good, and like the lighting and everything everyone was very talented. I can't stand it. I'm so sorry, you know? And I find it kind of surprising that like that musical like bothers me so much, because like there's definitely other musicals that I guess are like more messed up. The musicals are kind of known for being messed up in a way, you know? They're very dramatic, they're very over the top, and you're going to like, you know?
I need his scar to actually be brighter, I think. Looks too gray right now.
Aw, look at him.
Right?
Yes. Did he have orange eyes? He has yellow eyes.
Yeah.
I'd make the yellow a little bit more, I think, because right now they're reading as orange. You know? So of the chibis, do you have a favorite that you had to draw so far? Since you're almost done with them. And how does it compare to like drawing them like as not chibis, like as full bodies?
That's a good question. I really like drawing myself.
No, I'm talking strictly of the like ATLA. I know you like drawing yourself. You like
for the ATLA chibis, I think probably Aang. Just because he was really easy to draw.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess you don't have to worry about like the 3-tier shading with someone who doesn't have hair.
Yeah.
What about like, okay, so is Aang also your favorite of like the sketches you had to do, or
Katara was still my favorite. I think just because like,
you love Katara?
yeah. I like drawing her expressions the most. Though I also like drawing Ty Lee a lot. There's a lot of things.
I am? Okay. We haven't like continued watching the live action Avatar Last Airbender. I do kind of want to watch more of it just to like to see like what some of the changes are, because I was kind of bothered by the first episode, but maybe it gets a bit better or something. And I know they're already like getting a season 2, and I do think the actors are really like great. But one thing I've been hearing about it is like they're kind of like maybe planning on like not having Aang and Katara end up together. And I think that would be fine as long as they didn't replace that for another relationship, which from the sounds of it, they might do.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of rumors that like in the live action, they're hoping Zuko and Katara are going to end up together.
Plot twist is actually Zuko and Sokka.
Honestly, though. But I don't know. I don't know. You know? That's a really big change to make, right? And in fairness, if they're going to be making a live action, I do think if they made it 1-to-1, they're missing out on some opportunities in a way. But also,
I mean, the one
I guess
thing
I
that I
just-
feel like Avatar, the original, didn't do very well was ships.
yeah. But I don't think that they're gonna... I feel like replacing it with, like, Zuko and Katara would just make a huge mess. Right? Because what if they wanted to make a live-action Korra? Then they screwed. Like, you know? But, I guess I just really don't understand the point of, like, making a remake. I guess, well, I know, like, a lot of people were saying, like, Scott Pilgrim, when they got their cartoon remake, which I'm gonna put in quotes, because it was not a cartoon remake. If you watch it, it's a completely different story, right? It definitely doesn't replace the original, right? You need to watch both in order to understand the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like, when you're trying to do something like that with a remake, I don't know. Right? Do you think if Avatar Last Airbender did purposely, like, do a different... well, like, a what-if series, almost. You know? Like, if they did a, like, what if Aang never emerged from the iceberg? Right?
That
I
probably
feel
would
like-
have been interesting.
I feel like that would have been
'Cause then
cool.
okay, I genuinely believe that Katara would have been the next Avatar if Aang died in the iceberg.
Would she have been the next, like, Avatar? Because I think timeline-wise that doesn't work. Right?
That's true. Actually, you're right.
But, like, I don't even think, like, what if he just stayed frozen in the iceberg for forever and the Avatar cycle was, like, thought to have been, like, broken? Well, I feel like Katara still could have, like, had a moment of, like, you know what? screw this. I'm going to, I'm going to try my best to save the world, even when the Avatar is gone, because what people really need right now is hope. Because that's what she was all about, right? I feel like that could have been a really interesting story. Though I feel like if you take Aang out of the story, I mean, like, you're missing on the main character. That's kind of sad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That means the airbenders are truly gone.
I mean, that might be the point.
Yeah. So basically, Dune. Oh, yeah, I still need to watch that. I've heard good things about it. Mayhaps. But yeah, like, if I feel like if you're going to make a remake of something, but then like the argument might be like, because some people would say this is like, well, what's even the point of like referencing the original source material if you're going to change it so much, right? And I think that's also kind of fair, right? So it's like, why not just make a story that's kind of like Avatar in this what if scenario, but why like tie it back to Avatar? Is it still lazy? I don't know. Right? I'm gonna sneeze. Like, I'm really trying hard. You know what a sneeze is like right there? It's gone.
When you talk about that sneeze, that's when it disappears on you.
Oh my god. I hate it. I hate it here. Is that purple different enough from that red?
I think so.
Is that red lighter than that black?
Hang on.
I think the black is lighter than the red. I think. Kinda trippy.
How have I done this right with Zuko, but not with Toph? I don't understand. I feel like it's going really well with Zuko.
Is he done? Oh,
No,
you just gotta
I
do
gotta
the
do
line
some-
art.
Yeah, I have a couple more things I need to do, and I obviously need to add the eye shines as well.
But he's getting there. He's basically like right on the cusp of being finished.
Gotta add this little.
Man,
What?
these are turning out so good. You're so talented, and you're so good at your craft.
Thank you. Go ahead and. So why this version of Zuko? Why not the before redemption version? Because this version is better.
Well, the same reasons that we were sort of just discussing. Weirdly, this version of Zuko is the most recognizable, despite him existing for the least amount of time. When people think Zuko, they usually think this one. Right? He's the one that's in all the fan art. He's the one that is referenced the most. Though, I will say, because there is a chance for Avatar: The Last Airbender to be voted again. Not this next round, but the next round. If it is voted again, we will have some options, and if there's room, there is the possibility of getting other versions of characters. So, like, maybe like the gang when they were in like their different disguises, right? So like you can have like Fire Nation, Katara, or like Sokka with his hair down, or other stuff like that. Though I think the next group would be like Azula, Tylee, May, Suki, Appa, or Iroh. Ooh.
Gosh darn it.
Sorry, Appa Momo, you're getting shoved again.
All right. I got them. I got them all.
Yippee! Okay, so we'll add them to the roster after the stream.
Oh, you're not on the screen.
I couldn't breathe for a second. Where did I go? But yeah, I guess that's it for today, right? We got.
Yeah.
We want to go through them all again.
Sure. Just me.
Here,
Okay.
I'll look for someone to raid.
I've got Zuko, Toph, Sokka, Katara, Aang,
Aang looks so silly.
and that's it. I think Zuko turned out the best, annoyingly.
You want to raid Chimera?
Sure. Very cool, very cool. Okay.
So, we'll get that raid going.
All right.
So thank you everyone for hanging out with us. It's been fun. And we will see you all on Wednesday, probably. So, see y'all later. Bye-bye!